Hey guys, ArchieLuxury, and I just watched a documentary on minimalism on Netflix. I just watched this doco, and I gotta tell you, it's funny how the left wing seems to own the currency of being a minimalist. And I want to tell you my plan. My dream is to be a minimalist myself. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let me explain. Guys, I want to be the capitalist minimalist. The capitalist minimalist. What do I mean by that? And if we take a look at the ArchieLuxury studios, look at this. Is this a minimalist? Look at the stuff piled up. We've got stockpiles of what do we got? Stockpiles of washing scrubbers and stuff like that. We got some foods. We got all sorts of shit everywhere. But I am a minimalist. I am a minimalist. Look, you got packaging from years ago. Packaging. See, I don't like to throw things away. I am an environmentalist. I am a minimalist. And I am a capitalist. Now let me explain. What the end game picture is, I'm very much environmentalist, minimalist, and capitalist, like the Mercedes-Benz logo, the three parts of contentment. And what do I mean? What do I mean? Well, what I want to do is, I want to forgo hedonistic materialism for minimalist high-end materialism. What I mean is, instead of having 10 Rolexes, I'd rather have 3 Patek Philippe's. So what I'm saying is, it's concentrating my consumerism. I'm a capitalist. For example, instead of having a hoard of watches, I'll have one. I'll have me Patek Philippe 6006G. This is the white gold Calatrava, a pretty penny. So that's what I want to do. I want to. Now you might say, well, Archie, you look like a hoarder. No, that's because I find it hard to throw or give things away. Number one, I don't like to give shit away that I can get a buck out of. And number two, I wanna just get the right. I want to make sure I don't throw something away that could be valuable, i.e. magazines or advertisements for watches. These things are going to be valuable. So in many ways there, what I'd like to do is sell off various parts of my collection over time to concentrate on the true love of my life, Patek Philippe, the Grand Classique from Patek Philippe. So I've got a few collections at the moment. I've got steam toys. Okay, my youngest son has said he really wants the steam engine. So that's that there. I've got Hornby O-gauge clockwork. I've got a couple of train sets left and accessories. I'd like to flog that, get the money, and put it into Patek. Patek and pussy. I would like to... I got a lot of books. I would like to rehouse. I like to keep a lot of books, but I would also like to get rid of a lot of things I don't need. I find it hard to throw things out because I have been so poor. I've been so poor, man. I had no money to buy nothing. So I find it very hard psychologically, as an environmentalist and as a former very poor person, to just toss out things that I may need again. The biggest fear a hoarder has, he throws something out, then he needs it. That's the biggest fear, FOMO, fear of missing out. That's what it is, guys. So I got to tell you, in my own life, the way I want to structure my life is, I want to ideally get rid of other collecting. And I've already started. I sold off 2 Louis Vuitton briefcases. I got rid of my tiger green and I got rid of the Adios. Now, I thought the Adios was going to be there for life, but I flicked them. Quick, click and flick, click and flick. They click and flick them. They've gone. I sold one to an American. He got the Adios. And a great collector in Melbourne got the green tiger. Now, I love the green tiger. I love the Adios. But I decided I had 3 briefcases. 1 is enough. I don't even have a real job. I've still got some LV suitcases. They're kind of part of my dream to leave and travel. That's part of the fantasy in the brain. But I sold off those 2. They're gone. I also, over the last 12 months, I got rid of a lot of Rolex. You look at it. 3 Steel Sports, the Milgauss, the Air King 40 mil, and the Explorer 139 Mark I. Sold that. Basically, flipped that, swapped that for the 5296. Flipped the 5296 and got the 6006 with a little bit of money. I had to put a bit of money in. So you can see what I mean. Instead of having 4 or 5 Rolexes, I flicked it into 1 Patek Philippe, a Grand Classique from Patek Philippe. The other thing I did is, see, before I even turned them into sold the Rolexes, I had 3 chronographs. I had the Hoya Caliber 11. That's the Steve McQueen. I had the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. And I had the Breguet Type 20. Those 3 became the Maserati Blue Daytona. The Maserati Blue Daytona and my 50% share of a Tudor Black Bay became the 5127. So I am condensing. So instead of having a horde, a mismatch horde, I've really gone strong in the Patek Philippe genre. That is what I've done. Patek Philippe. Patek. So I got to be totally honest with you. I would like to consolidate some of my, at the moment it's not the right time to sell some of these things, but if I could condense the collections I've got into Patek Philippe, that'd make me really happy. That would make me very, very happy. So that's what I want to do. I want to sell the other things I own and turn it into Patek Philippe. That's what makes me happy. And I'm a minimalist. I'm a minimalist in the sense that let me give you an example. I use my clothes until they fucking turned into rags. And when they're rags, I use them as rags. I've got the rags there, see? I got them. I got the rags. See? So I don't necessarily just buy clothes. I've got Herman Sews. He made a couple of shirts. I love your shirts, Herman. They're beautiful. But that's my really good shirts when I'm trying to pick up women, bitches. Pick up the bitches. The other, so I'm a minimalist. I don't unnecessarily buy things. And I get a great pleasure in giving things to people. Like I gave the neighbor one of the children's little BMW pedal cars. That had great, it was very hard for me to give things away. I find that hard. There's another guy who, he's a bit of a dick. I gave him this beautiful John Deere tractor and trailer, and he gave me a bottle of scotch, which was good, but the bastard then turned on me, hates my guts, and that wasn't a successful gift. I gave it to him with love, and he thinks I'm the biggest cunt, all because I said that he was a fucking idiot for buying an X3 BMW when he didn't own a home. That's what I said to him. He got really offended by that. You're a fucking tool. You're a fucking tool. So I'm a minimalist. Also, see, I'm not wasting money on automobiles. I've got the Honda Civic. I was watching Exotic Place, Canadian guy who does car reviews, and he reckons he made a video the other day, 5 cars that won't make 100,000 miles. And I thought, fuck, my Honda Civic's got over 167,000 kilometers on it, which is, what's that, 110,000 miles? I think it's run in. It's just run in. That's not. He reckons, he talks about the Range Rover. He spoke about any BMW with the 5 engine, like that's the like you see a 650. That engine is actually a 4.4 twin turbo V8. He reckons that engine is fucking garbage. He also said any minis, the BMW made Mini is garbage. What else did he say? He said also he gave it, there was a Cadillac, some Cadillac he said was crap, and also there was he said, talks about the Charger, Top Cat, Hot Cat. He said that it's a 700 horsepower vehicle. He said they just put too much stress on the car. So it was a very interesting video he made. And that's the thing. I'm a minimalist in the sense that I keep the Honda. See, I think my Honda Civic half-life, I'd say half-life, it could do double what it's got on it. So I'm not buying more motor car to save money to buy Patek Philippe. So I'm in many ways, I'm a minimalist. I don't buy things unnecessary. Okay, my room is cluttered and that. I get it. But that's because I'm sorting through it. I don't want to waste. See, I'm an environmentalist. I don't want to waste the world's resources. I don't want to waste resources. You know, and that's what really gets me, is that I find it hard to waste resources. I mean, my old camera, I gave that to my son to use. I just got it back so I can change the lens and put a new battery in. You know, I charge the battery up. So that's you know, I'm really happy that he gets some joy out of that camera because I got a new one. That gives me pleasure knowing that that resource isn't wasted. I love my books. My books are because that's reference material. So I'm an environmentalist. I don't want to throw things away. It makes me sad to put things in landfill. Now, this monitor that's on the floor here, this is a busted monitor. The reason it's here is I got to send it to recycling, e-waste. This is e-waste. I don't want to put it in landfill in the bin. I want this to go e-waste. I got to take it down to the waste processing center. They'll put it in. There's a e-waste because that's where it goes. E-waste. That's very important to me to know that it is done environmentally processed. That they'll ship it back to some third world shithole where they get cigarette lighters and they test the plastics and they end up dying from that, of course. But that's what they do. It's e-waste processing. So I'm very conscious of the environment. I don't want to waste resources. So that's the environmental slant there. And I think buying you know, I like the Louis Vuitton luggage. The reason that suitcase is so damn expensive is this suitcase here. Why is this so expensive? These are about $7,000. It's because they're made of poplar wood, which they age for 10 years, so it doesn't bow. And that's the craftsmanship. You buy that, it'll last you a lifetime. It's not a shitter, you know. But I know you don't really use it because of, you can't really use it. But it just represents travel to me, and so that's environmental. So let's look at that Mercedes-Benz symbol. I'm a minimalist. I don't buy things unnecessarily. And I'm condensing. I'm getting rid of a lot of things. I sold off 2 briefcases. So my Rolexes I put into paddock, so it's compacting it. Okay, that's one arm. So that's minimalist. Then we've got the environmentalist. I don't want to throw things away unnecessary. I want to make sure things are preserved and kept. They don't go into landfill. That's very important to me, the environmentalist. And then the capitalist, well, my answer is you want the best of the best. What is the meaning of life? What is it? What is it? What is the meaning of life? Patek and pussy. That is it. That's the 2 pleasures you could have. And I mean, hey, instead of Patek, you could say Lange. Sure, you could say Lange. Lange and ladies. Yeah, that's what it is. Patek, Lange. That's the material side of me. So I am a capitalist too, because I want the best of the best. The best of the best. And that's what it comes down to. I want the best of the best. Ultimate capitalist. See, the reason I'm a minimalist and also an environmentalist is so I can have the best of the best. Now, seriously, 5 Pateks, it's nothing. But how many people on planet Earth do that? How many have the balls? They may have the money to do that, but how many have the balls? How many have the balls to do it? And that's the thing. So that's what I mean. I am a minimalist capitalist. Environmentalist, minimalist, capitalist. Yeah, that's kind of what I am, see? And the problem is the left-wing agenda, they don't cover that, see? They don't like the worship of material goods, see? They don't get it. They don't get what I'm trying to say. And I got kicked out of the Compact. That was a group. I was a member of, the Compact. They kicked me out. They turfed me out. They didn't like my materialist ways. But I'm an environmentalist, I'm a minimalist, and I'm a capitalist in one, see? So that's very important to me. That's very, very important. The branding, the brand. That's what it is. It's a very specialized niche. So, guys, tell me what you think. Am I nuts? Am I completely fucking insane? Tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends, and don't be afraid to put some nasty comments below. ArchieLuxury, the environmentalist, minimalist, capitalist. Minimalist, environmentalist, capitalist. Tell me what you guys think of that. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mark Goldberg for Archie Luxury AC3, The Pontiff, Satan Deville. I want to sincerely thank you for having sat through this video because I know it was awful, but you know what? You do it for the greater good of humanity. Thank you so much. Now, a couple of quick pieces of homework. Now that you've watched this video, I would like you to hit thumbs up. If you must, hit thumbs down, but if you'd hit thumbs up, I would especially appreciate it. Go ahead and leave a really nasty comment and tell him how awful this content was, but most importantly of all, the entire reason that I am linking up with Archie Luxury in the first place. I am a published author. Let dogs be dogs. Available in bookstores, Amazon, and electronically somewhere near you. Remember, Archie Luxury. He's not just a figment of your imagination.